I don't trust animal studies. The only way
Right.
you can really know is if you try it on people.
Right. That's why we got to put them prisoners back in Alcatraz.
Well, do what you got to do. I mean, yeah, I'm
You hear
with
that?
you.
Trump is opening up Alcatraz
really?
again. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
That's amazing. I mean, a grand opening of...
Look, the world's crazy.
Man.
I like fun. And Trump saying he's going to reopen up Alcatraz is fun to me because I know that it's going to be like, wow,
Yes.
what's he doing? Wow. Trump says he will reopen, enlarged, and rebuilt Alcatraz. It's going to be the best Alcatraz.
It's not just going to be
Alcatraz be used as a federal penitentiary since 1963 at a capacity of roughly 300 people. I went there as a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I was in what grade was I? I was in San Francisco from age 7 to 11. So I think I was 8 years old. I went over there, have a little school trip. We went on a ferry. You go to Alcatraz, and you think about like how the fuck someone could swim. Because there's a dude, Nick Diaz, a UFC fighter.
Yeah, yeah.
He's done it 5 times.
Swam from Alcatraz.
Yeah, 5 times. 5 times.
I wouldn't do that. You couldn't.
In shark-infested water, by the way.
You couldn't fucking pay me to do that.
Fuck all that.
I mean, I can swim like a motherfucker.
But do you know the kind of balls you have to know that, you don't have a life vest. You're just swimming. You have to be able to swim all the way to shore with sharks underneath you everywhere. Yeah. And if they bite you, you're dead. And they bite people.
I'd rather just be in prison, really.
Yeah, but he's doing it for funsies.
Oh, you're doing it Diaz.
Nick Diaz does it in between MMA fights. He was doing this.
Well, the Diaz brothers, that's a set of balls unlike, like no other. Like those guys are legends,
for
in
sure.
every sense of the word. So that doesn't surprise me at all, actually, that they swim in from Alcatraz. Makes sense.
People missed Nick's prime because Nick's prime, a lot of it happened in Strikeforce. Like people missed that. That's when he was just so dominant.
So he came into the UFC kind of later into his career.
Well,
or
he started
late-ish.
the UFC very early. So he knocks out Robbie Lawler early in his career, has some great fights early in his career. So he was in the UFC early on, but then left the UFC and went over to Strikeforce, where I think he reached his prime.
Okay.
Like when he beat Frank Shamrock and Cyborg. Like he was in his fucking prime over there, like a world championship caliber prime. But that guy would swim across from Alcatraz in between he's training for fights. And in between training for fights, he's running triathlons and hitting the bong while he's doing it. Like, it's hilarious. He's high as fuck running triathlons.
I hope they bring dinosaurs back.
They probably are going to.
Yeah. I mean, part of me's kind of against it, but then part of me is because Jurassic Park's my favorite movie. So
they got the leather. Did you see someone's making leather?
T-Rex leather.
T-Rex purse.
Yeah, they're going to make T-Rex purses. I'm going to get a T-Rex fanny pack.
Jesus.
For sure.
I mean,
I'm going to rock that shit.
What more badass of a thing could there possibly be than a T-Rex fanny pack?
I know, right?
I'm with you. Yeah, T-Rex Crocs.
The company claims leather made from 66 million-year-old dinosaur DNA is coming. Yeah, I think some people are very skeptical about this. We should probably say this. One of the things that the guys from Colossal were telling me, the guys who resurrected the dire wolf, they were telling me, Ben Lamb was telling me, that when it comes to DNA of dinosaurs, they don't really have DNA of dinosaurs. It's too old. They don't have full DNA profiles, right? Or whatever you would call it. But what they will be able to do is sort of engineer a dinosaur, which is even crazier. Take the surviving creatures, like chickens, shit like that have dinosaur DNA, because chickens are full-on dinosaurs.
Yeah,
take their DNA and engineer a T-Rex out of that. Or a raptor. A raptor way smarter than a crow. How about that?
Oh my
hunting people through the woods, little 5-foot fucking creepy super lizard that can run 50 miles an hour.
Clever girl. Yeah, that would be God.
Dude.
I'd love it. I hope they do.
They could do that. They're really if they can take human beings and integrate them with tardigrade DNA and have them become fucking superheroes. Yeah. They can make a dinosaur.
Man,
they made a wolf. They made dire wolves. They made 3 of them,
which is insane. So crazy too.
It's nuts. They exist. They're I think they're 11 months old now or something like that.
Oh, it's that. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They don't. Ben Lamb told me he doesn't go around them anymore. He bottle fed them when they were puppies, but then when they got to a certain age, he's like, I think we're done. Yeah. After 4 or 5 months, I think we're done. What was that, Jamie?
It's just that the T-Rex DNA is 66 million years old. It dies. The DNA starts to go away as soon as they die, and the oldest preserved DNA on record currently is only 2 million years old.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be a T-Rex, I guess.
So it wouldn't be a T-Rex,
okay.
but they might be able to make exactly what we think a T-Rex was.
Yeah,
but we would be really off because we don't know what their tissue looked like. That's where it gets really strange. Like all the stuff that rots away.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen like an artist depiction of what, if they take a hippo skull, like what an artist depiction of what the animal could look like?
No.
It looks like a monster.
Oh, yeah,
like some
I would
crazy
imagine.
monster. And then you see the reality.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, hungry, hungry hippo, big old sweetie.
Right.
Like, a hippo looks like a sweetie with cute little ears.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then artists have depicted it like if we didn't know what it looked like, maybe it looked like this.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Have you seen?
That's crazy.
Yeah, the meme says how aliens would reconstruct it, so I
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, still.
let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so like the
but
one in
that's
the middle.
still-
But
Yeah.
you could, like if you came from another
'Cause-
planet and you saw this, like, oh my God, this thing must have been a terrific looking beast. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
The
wow,
skull, how
that's
aliens would reconstruct the
crazy.
animal, and it's an elephant. Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I bet that's where the Cyclops myth comes from.
Seen elephant skulls?
Yeah.
That actually makes I've never seen an elephant skull, so I had no clue there was. Which
So
makes
they have that
sense
big
'cause it's
hole?
the trunk.
I don't even know if it's
Where the
I don't know
trunk
if it's
is,
real. I'm gonna
yeah.
Google elephant skull.
I think it is, Jamie.
That's got to be. I mean, it makes sense because the trunk
Yeah,
just goes
it has
right
to.
to
Yep,
the mouth.
look at
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Bro, that has to be where the Cyclops comes from. Has to be,
Has
right?
to, yeah.
Especially if you found a female one that didn't have
Elephant
tusks.
I think it's
skull.
listening to you, but
Bro.
Skulls inspire. Well, no.
What'd you say, Jamie?
like when I didn't even type in Cyclops, and it was the first thing that was on
Yeah.
top.
Maybe it's because that's a theory that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, well, there was
I know,
that.
but I've been noticing this.
Yeah, look,
happen.
it says that right there.
Yeah,
right there,
the
Reddit.
Reddit post.
The Cyclops is
I
likely
just-
inspired by
I've been
elephant
noticing
skull.
this happen a lot. You'll be saying something.
Think the government's listening?
The first thing I'll type.
Well, they're
in is
helping
like,
us.
It's auto completing
Yeah.
what you just.
They're
said.
fans of the show, Jamie. They're trying to help out.